Morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another day of the video. Darren, how's it going today? Today it is a Tuesday. I thought I'd start my video, like I've already had a shower and stuff, but I'm about to have a shave. Laura's literally just left. But we've been trying the heating out, and today it's fucking roasting. I'm on fire in here. Hot damn. So, this is on the lowest setting as well, it's ridiculous. This room is like a furnace. It's madness. But yeah, so, got up at normal time, although Laura's starting to feel like she's got a sore throat and stuff, so she might have that like weird freak cold that I had for half a day. I've been doing some revision and also sorting out daily vlog there and there, but I'm going to finish doing this and finish this lecture, and then I'm going to go and have a shave and get ready for the day. Another one bites the dust, that's what I was just about to say. Hey, safety critical stuff done. Dressed, showered, all that kind of good stuff. Already showered. What I've got is I've got a second pair of pyjamas which I wear like exclusively. Like I've got a pair that I sleep in, but then I've got another pair that's like really warm, and they're too warm to like just live your everyday. Like to go to sleep in them pyjamas, I'd like melt because they're like really like thick and they're not thick and fleecy, but they're really thick and warm. So I wear them as like I want to walk around the house in comfortable clothes. However, with the heating on like this, it's freaking roasting, right? Okay, if only you could have some kind of temperature sense. In there, it's like, it's warm. It's a bit too warm. In here, it's like Antarctica, because we've had to have the window open to get rid of the condensation and stuff, and it's fucking freezing. But it is having a good effect on the damp, I think. So we are making progress on that. I just think it's going to be a slow, drawn-out battle. The hall is relatively normal, and this room is basically on fire. There's basically a small fire in the corner. This radiator is so much bigger than all the other radiators in all the other rooms. I'm also closing all the doors to try and like keep each room at the temperature that it should be at. I'm also trying to keep a track of when it turns off, because you don't really have any control over storage heaters. Like, it's still pumping out heat. In this scenario, you wouldn't want it to pump out heat at all anymore. Like that's more than enough heat for one day. It's ridiculous, but it's just a thing. Like, this would be good for the weekends, but when I'm no longer around in the house, it's difficult to justify heating the flat this much. I was hoping that it would like only last for a couple of hours, and then it'd be like, oh, I've run out of storage, or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's a weird one. Is that? Otherwise though, ladies and gentlemen, today is a day where I am focusing heavily on my car. I am working on, what am I working on? I'm working on revision and stuff, but in the afternoon I am going to be purchasing my road tax and my new glove box and a windscreen wiper thing for the back, because the rear rubber blades have gone off. I'm not sure if I told you that. Fucking car, man. And then I'm going to do an insurance quote tactically at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, because that's when I think it's going to be quite cheap. It's Tuesday, middle of the month, middle of the day. Well, no, not middle of the day, because there's a spike in the middle of the day, but then yeah, so I'm expecting to do car insurance quote, and I'm hoping to get less than £500. It was 700. It was 600 and something, and then I got a couple of optional extras for like legal cover and shit. And I think a courtesy car. But yeah, I'm going to do another quote later. I'm kind of get ready for that. But otherwise, it's nearly 11 o'clock. It's nearly my time for my tea break. 11 o'clock tea break. The Team Jam 11 o'clock tea break, which we used to have. I still carry that on from fucking when I used to work on my placement. Still have my tea break at the right time. I wanted to head out today at some point. The only real reason I've got to head out though is we saw a pet shop on the way to Sainsbury's yesterday. We went a slightly different way. We saw another pet shop that we could go and check out. But I've got revision and stuff to do. I mean, like, if I hit a real dead end later, I might head on out. But I don't want to head out yet, because it's already bloody warm in here, man. I'm literally walking around, arguably in a long sleeve t-shirt, when I think there's squirrels playing around in these trees. We are genuinely so excited to get a hamster. I don't want to wait until next week, but I know we should. God, that squirrel's mental. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, this flat's really bloody warm. Here's nice. Like, this is a nice space. in here it's even a bit, it's not quite as warm, it's actually kind of relatively cool. Compared to that room, it's actually kind of cool, but it is a bit too hot to do work in, you know what I mean? I kind of like cold environments to work in, but I also don't like damp, so. Oh, intelligent agents is the fucking worst. It's the genuine worst topic. It's my middle exam, isn't it, as well? Oh god, it sucks so much balls compared to the others. Christ. As per my example, what the fuck is that? What I want to know is how cold does it actively have to be before you need anything more than just the lowest possible output on that? Christ, we could just, we'd survive bloody, what's it called? The Land of Tomorrow? World Tomorrow? Tomorrow film? A film with tomorrow in it, I think. No, The World of Tomorrow? That film. Where there's like a global warming takes over. The World After Tomorrow? I don't know, man. It's lunchtime and it's good because I'm fucking bored of intelligent agents. So I'm going to have some lunch. And then I'm going to sort out car stuff because it's going to be the afternoon. Yeah. It's just done my insurance quotes, and these will be valid for the next 30 days, so I'm going to leave it a bit and then do another quote at some point later. It's not that much cheaper, it's not that much cheaper, the fuckers. I'm waiting for my current insurance company to get back to me with a price. They said it's going through like the renewal process, and they'll get back to me in like the next 48 hours. It's gone off to like price people. Don't know. But I just did a search on the aggregators and they didn't even show up, so I don't really know what's going on there. But otherwise, it's not much cheaper than last time. It's looking about £600 with a different company. Last time was like £680. So I'm going to wait another week, do another quote. Well, figure out what my current company is going to offer me, see if I can haggle them a bit. Probably won't be able to. Fire off another quote next week, closer to the end of the month. Towards the end of the month they usually start dropping in prices. They've got to start hitting sales quotas and you get to the point where people have less money because it's the end of the month. But yeah, so cool. It's not as good as I was expecting. I wanted closer £500, but 600 is not too bad. Otherwise though, let's have a look at road tax. Pay that off then, shall we? So let's do it. Should we do it monthly this time instead of annually? Or should we just do it monthly and just get it the fuck out of the way? Or I'm saying out of the way. Yeah. Okay, so I'm starting to look for stuff for my car again. So road tax is done and I am now looking for a doofer, a little tape measure. That's what I'm looking for. I know we've got one. Just got to figure out where it is, so I can measure the windscreen wiper blade. So I don't go buy a stupid windscreen wiper blade. Where will it be though? Laura had it last, where we went to. That might be her telling me. Red sewing box. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Ooh, good. Can't see you though. No. Plus. Where the knitting stuff on. Is it with your knitting stuff, Bob? It used to be on this little table thing here. Doesn't particularly look like. I know where it is. Which is problematic. Also, I want to confirm the colour of my glove box before I go and order another bloody. Can you imagine I go out and order like a black glove box and actually I need a grey one, or vice versa? Christ. Gotcha. Right, let's go measure my windscreen wiper blade, make a note of it, make sure I know the colour of my glove box, and then maybe look into my wheel problem. To confirm, about 6.5mm this way and about 35 centimetres to 36 centimetres that way. Next, that's what I would call grey. It's the same colour as this though. Maybe that's black. No, this is black. Christ. Otherwise, can you help me see if the camera stays upright in a decent position? Damn it, I haven't got my... Right, okay. Help me see what's up with this. Doesn't even sound like there's anything wrong with it, does it? Right, put that there, because that's my actual driving position. Put the mirror back as well. Laura drove it last. Right, okay, listen. Out of neutral, yep. Right, okay, listen. Listen to this. I don't know if you can hear this. Let me put city mode on. Let me move you over here as well. Right, okay, so turn it right. Fine. Turn it left. Hear that? Okay, let me try that one more time. Do it again, but better. Right. Come here, cut. Right, that's my little setup there. Annoyingly, in that last test, I couldn't actually hear it making the noise from inside the car. I'm not entirely sure that you can even hear it make the noise regardless. Right. I have a feeling that somewhere, like, I have a feeling I'm going to have to lift the car up on a jack, take the wheel off, and see why the suspension... I feel like the suspension is knocking against the wheel of some kind when it turns. But I can't diagnose that. And I tried to with you, but you couldn't really see it or hear it. I'll have to check again when I put you on the computer. Otherwise though, I've got to figure out what coloured glove box I need. It's definitely dark. I wouldn't call it black, but I wouldn't call it grey either. It's in the middle. I guess the answer is that in between black and grey there's an infinite number of other greys. But that doesn't help me, does it? I'm going to get Laura to have a look at the car glove box tomorrow and we'll see. Otherwise though, ladies and gentlemen, we had a time jump, as we always do. Laura came back and we headed on out to go to a pet shop that's local. We're trying to find a hutch. Is it called a hutch? I think. No, rabbit hutch. Is it hamster cage? A cage for our new respective hamster. But we're trying to figure out where to get it from. I'm just trying to see like what's on the market and stuff and try and get a nice cage for a nice price. Because obviously we want like a good cage, essentially. We don't want to just... We don't like the like modular ones where it just chains a load together. We want like a nice, decent sized cage where there's loads of room for the hamster to play in and stuff. But also I'm a tight git, don't really want to spend too much. But like I'm not going to go on, like on Amazon, they're really expensive. Like for like the same cage, from what I can tell, it's like £80 on Amazon and like 30 in a shop. I don't understand. But anyway, so we went there, had a look at their hamsters, didn't have many, walked down. We're probably going to go to Pets at Home, we're thinking, but we're going to go this weekend. Came back here, and then Laura's been like super busy today. She did some exercise, cooked. Well, no, I cooked. We had dinner, and then Laura was like sorting stuff out, getting ready and stuff, while we watched another episode of Making a Murderer. We're almost finished. It's very good. Got to the end of, well, I think the end of the defence bit now. I think. Don't know. And then we watched, I watched Darren Brown while doing some work on my laptop, on my keyboard there. And then Laura was baking bread, making her lunch. She's been busy, and then she's gone to bed at about 10:30, and I'm like, I'm too pumped from Derek Brown to go to bed. But now I'm not. I've just chilled watching Dragon's Den and typing up more lecture notes. Well, hey, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, is Wednesday, so we have got to. Also, it doesn't look like iPlayer is ever going to realise that I'm not watching it anymore. Disconnect, please. Goodbye. Okay. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I have an exam on Friday, so revision has to relatively still continue and stuff. But I may go out and do some stuff in the day. There's something I had to do with my car. There's something I was going to do. I don't know what. Well, apart from order my glove box, but I have to do that with Laura when Laura's about. But that's all, ladies and gentlemen, for today. I'll catch you later.